Hi guys, welcome back to Stroll with me. I hope you all are doing well, and finally I'm here with another video. And today in this video I'm just gonna show you a short glimpse of India, both North India and South India. I think mostly North India because I have been most of the time there this time. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you all the streets of India, some food, and yeah, it's just gonna be a fun video where I'm just gonna show you glimpses of my trip here. Also, in my last video I have provided you the information about the Rosiet hotel where we stayed in Delhi, and why I made actually that video is just to show you around this Aerocity area, because most of the people, the foreigners or whoever coming from abroad, they usually, if they want to stay in Delhi, mostly they prefer to stay at the Aerocity area. So this Aerocity area is just next to the Indira Gandhi airport, and it is such a beautiful area, and you will find all the luxurious hotels there, and also at the same time you can also find some budget friendly hotels nearby. So this is the best place to stay if you are in Delhi for a few days. So I'll definitely recommend to check out that video. I'm gonna give you the link somewhere here. And now, starting with my trip, I went to Delhi, and I actually stayed in Delhi for a couple of days. It's my first time staying in Delhi for such a long time, because before I went Delhi, but I just stayed for 1 to 2 days and I flew again back to my hometown. So this is the longest time that I stayed there, and I have seen those tight packed streets of Chandni Chowk. Trust me, even at that COVID times, it was so crowded. I can just imagine when it is like wedding season, how crowded it can be. And I really enjoyed Chandni Chowk. We went to Lajpat Nagar, and we also, I think, stayed few days in Connaught Place, and also I have went to Sarojini Market. It was so fun shopping in the Sarojini Market. It was just that we were like too exhausted in a very short time, but it was really fun there. And also I have tried different food in Delhi, because Delhi is known for its food, and I just loved the food in Delhi. I tried different places there. My friends suggested few places to try out, and I did. It was so yum. And also I didn't shoot much because I was so busy with some of the events that I actually went India for a reason. So I was so busy in that events, I really couldn't shoot much. But yeah, it was a really great trip, and it was a fantastic experience. So this time I'm definitely gonna visit India once in a while, not to delay a lot, not to stay away from home for 3 years, because this time I traveled after the last time I traveled after 3 years. It's such a huge long period that I didn't actually went to India. Even though I stayed in India, I have not been to a lot of places. So that's why I just want to go and travel India as well. I only traveled Europe. So then it was also turn to go to South India and visit my family and stay with them for a while. I did that actually, but I couldn't shoot much I don't have footage of my hometown, unfortunately, but I want to go more frequently to India. I want to visit different places as well, and definitely I think in future, hopefully, I'm also gonna shoot videos of India and also gonna upload it on my channel. So it was so fun, and also So I also gonna tell you about some of the things that have changed during this COVID times at airport. Is that you have to go to airport prior to your flight, which is approximately 3 to 5 hours before it is recommended during these days, because out of nowhere, due to the new rules, they're gonna ask you to take the PCR test again and again at the airports, and receiving those reports definitely gonna take time. So you need a handful of time so that you can do all the process and board your flight. So it is very important, make sure that you go on time. With us it didn't happen, at least because we did PCR test in a clinic outside of the just 1 day before boarding the flight, and it was accepted and there were no problems. But what they told us, before they are accepting 72 hours PCR test report, which can be 72 hours before you board your flight. But I think when we did the test, the rule was changed to 48 hours, so you need to have PCR test which was done before 48 hours boarding the flight. So that was one thing that we got to know, but it was not much of a problem for us because we had that report which was the latest anyhow. And I think the passengers who are traveling to Gulf, they definitely need to do the test at the airport no matter what, if you already have done it before. And yeah, I think that's it. I think there is one more thing we also got into our notice, that they are randomly picking people at the airport to do this PCR test, which is 2% of the total people in a flight. They're gonna pick randomly and make you to undergo the test. So this is also one more thing that's happening in the airports nowadays. So yeah, there's only things that are actually in terms of like rules that I have to convey you about. Otherwise everything was smooth. You have to have some time so that if anything suddenly comes in, you are able to tackle that. So yep guys, so that's all my experience. And now here you also gonna see my flight experience. How was my flight? I went in Air India while going to India, and while coming back to Berlin I traveled in Vistara. So now next you also gonna see in my videos my experience of the services and the food inside the flight. So thanks for watching guys. That's all for this video, and I'll see you again next week. Until then, bye.